want to turn your attention to this subject, loving your enemies. It's so basic to me because it is a part of my basic philosophical and theological orientation, the whole idea of love, the whole philosophy of love. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that despitefully use you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven.
On the topic of love, Jesus was asked, "And who is my neighbor?" And then he told a story of a Samaritan who went out of his way to help a Jew in need. Jesus' answer was shocking and unexpected. Jews and Samaritans weren't neighbors, they were enemies. They were radically divided and hostile toward each other. So this was unthinkable. And yet, that was exactly what he said. Your neighbor, according to Jesus, is not who you want or choose. It's not the person that will reward you or give you anything back. It's not the one that will love you back. It's not the one that is like you, who thinks like you, or looks like you, or speaks like you, dresses like you. It is not just the person with whom you share political views, or ideologies, or many other preferences in life. It is those who have been made in the image of God. As Dr. King preached at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, within the best of us, there is some evil, and within the worst of us, there is some good. When we come to see this, we take a different attitude toward individuals. The person who hates you most has some good in him. Even the nation that hates you most has some good in it. Even the race that hates you most has some good in it. And when you come to the point that you look in the face of every man and see deep down within him what religion calls the image of God, you begin to love him in spite of. No matter what he does, you see God's image there. In Luke 6, Jesus taught, "If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. And then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful." Love your enemies is what he said. Love the person who you think doesn't deserve it. Love those who you don't want to love. Love those who you have disagreements with. Love even those who hate you, revile you, and mistreat you. Jesus says it is more blessed to give than to receive. Don't expect anything back here. There's a great reward for you in heaven. Love radically and freely. Dr. King said this about loving your enemies. And this is what Jesus means, I think, in this very passage when he says, love your enemy. And it's significant that he does not say like your enemy. Like is a sentimental something, an affectionate something. And there are a lot of people that I find it difficult to like. I don't like what they do to me. I don't like what they say about me and other people. I don't like their attitudes. I don't like some of the things they're doing. I don't like them. But Jesus says, love them. And love is greater than like. Love is understanding, redemptive goodwill for all men, so that you love everybody because God loves them. Galatians 6 verse 10 says, "So then, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith." Notice that we are called to do good to everyone. Love can look like our disposition to do good, even to those who we wouldn't love naturally. Like always, God did it first. He showed us what it looks like to love like this. The Apostle John says we love because he first loved us. He demonstrated a kind of love that gives without expecting immediate response, a love that goes beyond just words, a love that is more than an abstract concept, a love that has hands and feet, that is seen in words and deeds of grace and kindness and understanding and humility, love that is expressed through caring for those who are in need, in forgiving those who do us wrong, in peacemaking and reconciling those who are divided, and seeking the healing and restoration of everything that is broken. This is what Jesus has done with you and me. He forgave those who crucified him. He healed and fed, taught, shepherded, cried for, and had meals with those who would later cry out, "Kill him, crucify him." There is no offense that anyone can cause you and I that is greater than our offenses against our holy God. And yet he has loved us. He drew near to us. He took the step forward for our good. He loved us precisely when we were his enemies. Jesus said that the world would know we are disciples by the quality of our love. God is love, and those who are born of God love like him. Nothing else speaks more and better about who our God is and what he is like than how we love others. I believe this is something that is needed today in our current cultural climate, in our society, in our communities, in our churches, in our families. He created us and he saved us and appointed us so that we can be his people and reflect him in this time in history. This is our time to be God's people and show the world the way of Jesus. He is calling us to be radically different and even strange by the way we love others, especially those who least expect it. He has given us a new commandment. He is now not only calling us to love our neighbor as ourselves, but to love as he loved us.
This command is an absolute necessity for the survival of our civilization. Yes, it is love that will save our world and our civilization. Love even for enemies.
If it's bandaging the broken or washing filthy feet, here I am, Lord, send me. If it's loving one another, even when we don't agree, here I am, Lord, send me.
If I'm poor or if I'm wealthy, I'll serve you just the same. Here I am, Lord, send me. On the mountain or the valley, I will choose to praise. Here I am, Lord, send me.
If I'm known by how I love, let my life reflect how much I love you. Oh, I love you. And before you even ask, oh, my answer will be yes. 'Cause I love you. I love you. If the truth cuts like an arrow, I will say it anyway. 'Cause here I am, Lord, send me. If it means that they'll reject me, Lord, I will still obey. 'Cause here I am, Lord, send me. If I'm known by how that's how much I love you. Oh, I love you. And before you even ask, oh, my answer will be yes, 'cause I love you. I love you.
When I'm standing in your glory, I'll be glad I chose to say, here I